Hey everybody, Dan here, Ellis Canother. So I got a quick job I'm going to do today with my tractor. A couple small jobs actually. First, taking the toolbox out of my pickup, and then I got a little bit of work to do. I got to move my wood rack around, um, but first of all, I got to put the backhoe on because with just my 3-point, I'm a little too light in the back end. I can't pick it up. So we're going to put the backhoe on first, and let's get started. So this is my toolbox. As you can see, I got it slid to the back. Um, I have the Titan utility track, and so my toolbox actually fits inside them tracks. You can slide up and down, but I got quite a bit of stuff in it, so I slid it to the back. I put the forks on my bucket, as you can see right here. So I know they say you shouldn't be using these because it bends the bottom part of your bucket, but I don't use them a whole lot, and I don't have a skid steer quick attach on the front of this tractor, so in order for me to put forks on it, I have to get myself a skid steer quick attach and then buy a set of forks. So this suits me fine the way I got it right now for what I need. But anyways, I gotta take my 3-point off, and gonna take that off and put that on. So let's get started. So first things first, I gotta take my 3-point receiver hitch off and get that out of here. I'm gonna try to do everything one-handed so I can film a little bit with the camera and give you guys an idea of, if you've never done this, kind of give you an idea what you got to do. So as you can see, I do have the Pat's quick hitch on here, and I gotta say I really like them. I know I still got to hook up my top link, but even with just the Pat's quick hitch, it makes it a whole lot easier hooking up my rototiller and box blade and stuff like that. So let's get started. It's a little tough on this one. There we go. So next thing, take my lift arms off. So the bolts on these things right there, that's a 19 millimeter. So we'll take that off. Now apparently the older tractors, like the 19s, you actually had to take the wheel off to do this. So I simplified it by doing it this way, and I'm glad they did. I'd hate to think I'd have to take the wheel off every time I want to put my backhoe on. We'll set them down, take my pins out, lift up a little bit. lose them. Come on now. So I'm going to set you down for a minute, and what I'm only going to do is I'm going to pick it up and move it over a little bit, and these are going to drop right down. So I'll be right back. So as you can see, once you take the sleeves out, these here, and you just rock it back and forth a little bit, and they'll just slide out. Then you can pick up both sides of your arms, move it over one way, and it just drops right out. And when I put it in my box, I'm going to take the shaft out. I'm going to leave it out, and then put everything in my toolbox. I leave the Pat's quick hitch and everything attached to it. It makes it a little bit heavier, but still, it's I just can't see taking them off all the time. So, anyways, I'll put these in my toolbox, and we'll get back to putting the backhoe on. Okay. 3 points off. I put the back bar back on, so at least I know where it's at. Everything else I put in the toolbox in the front of my trailer. So let's go see about getting this backhoe hooked up. So you want to get as close as you can so you can hook your hydraulic lines up. So what I'm going to do, shut the truck off, let the bucket down. Release the pressure off the hydraulic system. I'm going to go to the back here. So we can take this one right here, take this cover off, push down on that, pull that one out, like that. So I got a paper towel. I want to kind of wipe the dirt away from these things. You want to try to stop from getting any dirt down inside these things. So I can wipe off. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this one here, okay, and it actually hooks to this one over, and it's going to hook right here into this one. Like that. Then we're going to take this one here, the blue one, move that one over some, take that, and that one's going to go right in here. Just push that down a little bit, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to hook up these two right here, hook them together. So I don't know if I can do that one-handed or not. Let me set you somewhere. I'm hoping you can still see. I want to clean this one out a little bit. Take this one, hook it in here, just like that. So I can take my rubbers, join them together. Okay. And the same with the white and the blue, join them together. So they're up and out of the way. So, like that there. Now, just make sure that your hydraulic lines are clear and they're not going to get hung up down inside where your backhoe hooks up to. Okay. So let's fire this thing up. Take my safety locks off. Okay, now we can lift it up. Hang on a minute. There we go. So you try to get it up so your hook's right there, clear the bottom part, and able to get into the hook. So I'm going to lift it up just a little bit more. There we go. So now we can just back on in with the tractor. Boom. There we go. Okay. So at this point, boom, there we go. Bring it back up. Slide them in. Just like that. I can lift up my outriggers. I can lift up my backhoe. So at this point, I'll put my latches back on my outriggers. Drop my... Stop that. That's how you get the backhoe on. So now, I'm going to see about getting that toolbox off the back of my truck. Thinking that this thing should just slide out. And I'm taking out because I want to get, I gotta get some firewood, so I wanted to get a full load. With the toolbox in there, I'm not going to be able to, so we're just a little crooked here. Bear with me, this is my first time doing this. think that'll do it. There we go. I hope this thing ain't too heavy for my tractor. I don't believe it's 1,000 pounds, but of course that's at the pins. But I still should be able to lift close to 800 pounds. So let's back this thing up and see if we can get this thing out of here. Boom. See what's going on here. She's sliding a little bit. There we go. I'll tell you what, that toolbox is heavy. I might have to unload it. So apparently my camera quit recording, but I got it out of there once it got onto the forks. But yeah, it lifted it no problem. Before, when I was lifting the truck and the toolbox, so once I got it off the tracks, it come out of there real easy. So all I gotta do now is find a place to put it, and then I can clean the back of my truck out and go get some firewood, and then we'll come back and clean up some of the stuff that Mama wants me to do. See you later. Thanks for watching.